This is going to be your guide to getting Mewtwo in Pokemon Legends EA. Read the Pokemon website, they have everything. In order to play Mewtwo's extra side mission, you need to claim Mewtwo X and Y in Legends EA. You can check whether you have them by checking your satchel's Megastone pocket. So you get it via internet. That's it. And then you head to Lysander Cafe. Once you've claimed your Mewtwo X and Y, try heading to Lysander Cafe. Seems some systems will reactivate in response to the Megastones if you venture into the deepest areas of Lysander Labs. You can play Mewtwo's extra side mission in both versions of the game, so it's not a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. You need to connect to the internet, so let's see what's going on with the trailer. Yep, you head there, you go down to the place, you had to do all this stuff for the story, things reactivate, and Mewtwo is just chilling there, and it just seems like a battle. And honestly, I can't be bothered. Pokemon Legends EA is such a terrible game, and the reveal of Mega Lucario Z is also so awful. Like, that is just Lucario's Shark Sona, very uninspired, that I have no intention on picking up Pokemon Legends ZA until the DLC. And I don't ever want to do the battle system ever again. And I'm guessing that's it for, like, oh, we have the extra side mission. And is it just a battle? And then if you already have, like, level 100s and maybe, like, Ghost-type Pokemon or something, just done. Especially Dark-type Pokemon. Yeah, just take your level 100 Evoltal and beat Mewtwo, I guess. Also, there's, like, so little to this announcement. Less than half the trailer is the actual, like, Mewtwo event. And then the rest is other things. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can also, Diancie. So shine bright like a gemstone. That actually released a couple weeks ago. I do give the Pokemon Company some flack because their news updating is usually terrible. Like, there's information on the website that is just not there compared to what has been revealed in trailers in the games and stuff. But this is really nice. We're like, yo, just here's the how-to on how you do it. You just need to get the stone, and then you can check in your satchel. How do you get it? Get via internet. So something that everyone was complaining about, like, yo, why can't all of these, like, why do we need a code? Why do we have to do anything? Why can't we just get everything for free without doing any work, and then we just get everything we want? So once you have the Megastone, you go to the Looker Bureau, and then that starts the quest, and that's how you get it. Then we got the details. So yeah, that happened just, wow. It's weird because it's December, and we have, like, DLC and stuff, and now we're just getting the random Mewtwo event. I wasn't expecting the Mewtwo event, to be honest. But the game's been out for like a month and a half. However, like, the game didn't exist in November. The game's already dead. No one cares about it. Worst Pokemon game ever. So, like, yeah, there's no thought or care whatsoever. It's like, oh yeah, that happened a month ago on this. And if you forgot about it, here's your Pokemon news for that. So these updates are kind of, like, interesting in how that plays out. And let's see what actually happens in the Mewtwo quest. After you have received Mewtwo from that, you head to Lysander Labs, Basement 3F. Laboratory reactivates. Mabel will call and ask what's going on, since it's a part of Project M. Mewtwo is there, and she tells you to catch it. After you've captured Mewtwo, Mabel will appear in the hologram and explain why Team Flare has Mewtwo. They wanted to use Mewtwo for the ultimate weapon. They were shocked when it appeared in the unknown dungeon, so she went to catch it. It wouldn't react to the Megastone, so the project was shelved. Okay. I don't like what this means for lore. Once again, Pokemon Legends fan service making the story harder to understand instead of more concise and more fleshed out. So, yeah, sequel versions have always been kind of weird because, like, well, this main character story already happened, but there is a timeline, and it seems to follow the timeline. So what about that? But yeah, like the unknown dungeon, well, that's where we went in Pokemon X and Y to catch Mewtwo, and then we had no problem with the stones in Omega Green Alpha Sapphire and Pokemon X and Y. Also, the big thing here is like, wait, but what's the point of the mystery gift? Like, the mystery gift, if that's the only way you can unlock the story, then how the story just kind of has this is like, oh yeah, it wouldn't react, so it was shelved. So that means Mewtwo, like Mega Mewtwo, canonically now is as powerful as the legendaries like Evoltal and Xerneas from a lore standpoint. Also, it's only level 70. So I was wondering if, like, oh, the Mewtwo's gonna be like level 80, it's gonna actually be a challenge. Nah, I guess it's just super free. I didn't do the Diancie event, but I saw a lot of people complaining about how annoying it is to catch the Diancie, so I'm just chucking a Master Ball at that one, I guess, and hopefully Mewtwo isn't terrible. And that has to completely ruin the story of Pokemon X and Y, because we already beat the story to find Mewtwo, so there was no Team Flare left. And Lysander Labs was already destroyed, so there was no ultimate weapon to rebuild. It's not like, aw, dang, the kid is holding Xerneas and or Yveltal against us, and now we have nothing to power it. Wait a second. Plan 2. Mewtwo. Nah, Lysander is allegedly dead. Like, everything's exploded and wrecked at that point. So, like, there's no Team Flare, and then Mabel just catches it. And then what happened to Mewtwo for 5 years? Because, like, Team Flare got disbanded, Mabel got reassigned, and everyone just, like there was no one in charge of Mewtwo. So he was just chilling there, and, like, this could have just been post-game without any internet connection and mystery gift. See, that's just the problem with Pokemon Legends. The story will never make sense for the series because it does nothing to build up the already existing lore of Pokemon. It just destroys it and then throws in a fanfic that makes even less sense and makes the story worse for Pokemon. So yeah, we could have had Z version. Could have actually had like a full retelling of all of Kalos. Instead, we're stuck inside of a small city. Someone pointed out to me like, yeah, what happened to our skates? You know, this is the whole like style and fashion region. And yet we don't have skates to stylishly move around the city faster and better. Where it's like, what about grind rails across the buildings? That would have been better than the janky, clunky Rotom phone. We also don't have a jump. There is no jump button. So you have to actually like put half height, like little beams if you want to simulate walking, because we don't even step up more than like 6 inches. There's no vaulting as well. It's like, yeah, the skates would have actually fixed quite a lot and would have helped out with a lot of the set paths where it feels like you're breaking the game when you're using the Rotom phone to get to some of these things. Like, oh, I shouldn't have been able to like slide off that part of the roof to like pop over to that part to then like make this really awkward jump. I guess the exploration is kind of cool if you can free roam like that, but you can also tell they hindered it significantly, that like Rotom phone can barely carry you, and they didn't want you actually free roaming, or else they would have made it a lot easier to move around and giving you a lot more options. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, tell me what you guys think. Am I just out of line here? Is the Mewtwo event actually really cool? Is it really awesome that we can get Mewtwo and I'm just being a downer for no reason? Or is there actually just no point to this? Again, what is the point? Because we have Pokemon Champions. So Pokemon Champions is going to give us the Mega Stones anyways. Pokemon Home and Pokemon Bank and all this other stuff has never transferred items out. So all that work is gone. It's like these are just isolated inside of Pokemon Legends ZA. Even if they do like connect it into Home or something for the first time, it's like, well, then you just do 10 more battles and then buy it inside of Pokemon Champions. So it kind of doesn't matter. And then it's Mewtwo, and then ranked is also unplayable. And like, I imagine Mewtwo is unplayable compared to Xerneas. Like, you don't get any advantage against Xerneas if you have Mewtwo or anything, and then you just lose to Yveltal. It's like, there's no, you can't play it, you can't use it, the Mega Stones are fake. And it was like all this extra stuff for a content story that would have just been the post game in any other Pokemon game, and actually was, literally, in X and Y. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.